how you can be useful to your future husband, or even how you can be more useful to your current husband. There are 3 main things how you can be useful: intimately and sexually, in your domestic chores or duties, and morally. These are the 3 things that I wanted to highlight in today's conversation and how you can be useful to your husband. For the first one, sexually and intimately. That means giving him love, showing him love, giving him loving, raising his children if you have children, giving him time and attention, giving him respectful conversation, even in arguments. Ladies, again, you are showing yourself useful. This man has vowed his life to you as you have vowed yours to him. You are now one. And again, as I've said in previous lives, more than likely your man's libido is going to be higher than yours. So please get ready for that. Understand that this and your bedroom fun is a way in which you can be useful to him. And don't get me wrong, he's useful to you as well, okay? In this way. But we're talking about how you can be of use to him. If your husband likes intimacy, likes affection, give him that. Give him rubs on his head, massages. Show him that you love him through intimate touch, through your nerves coming together with his, your fingertips upon his fingertips, his skin. This is intimacy. This shows that you accept him, that you love him, that you want him, and that you need him. Ladies, you picked this man. So I'm assuming he's strong, he's masculine, he's a protector, he's a provider. So that means you need to go ahead and get him right. Because I'm going to assume that you find him attractive. So show him all of the love and the appreciation that you have in his heart through that point of intimacy in your relationship. Additionally, as I said, intimately. That means in conversation. That means, yes, Sheila, listening to him. That means not nagging him or bickering. Especially when that man just gets home from work. That means being respectful in your tone and your demeanor. Even in arguments when you disagree, when he's not understanding what you mean, still remain respectful, remain tactful, remain feminine in your answers, remain graceful in your tone. Because it will be received better by him. And then he can figure out where you're coming from. He can solve the problem. Okay? How can you be useful to him? In your domestic duties and chores. Tidying, cleaning up. As we talked about a little bit earlier with the 1950s cleaning housekeeping schedule. You're being useful by ensuring that the home, that the palace, that your living space, your loving space, your dwelling space is clean. I am a stay-at-home mother. I am a stay-at-home wife, and I take pride in ensuring that when my husband leaves the house and when he comes back home, it's better than when he left. It's not as messy. It's swept. It's sparkling. It's smelling good. I take pride in that because he is the reason we have this roof over our head. How can I be useful to him? By giving care to his children. By bearing his children, by giving care to his children, by showing love and affection to him. when you're showing love and affection, this toward your children, toward your husband, toward your man, this shapes the atmosphere in your home. This creates a loving and a welcoming and an opening and an open and healing environment within your home that will foster healthy relationships, that will foster close relationships amongst your family. Also, by managing the home, this is how you're useful in your domestic duties. How can you be useful to your husband, ladies? Morally, meaning you're supportive, you provide him a peace of mind, you provide him balance, you pray for him, you intercede for him, you inspire him. This is how you provide moral support to your man, ladies, to your husband in his endeavors. As I've said before, trusting his vision and building with him. Do you support his vision? Do you support the things that he is going after? How he's trying to increase his value? Do you support that? And what do you do? What feminine energy do you put behind that to support that ambition, that dream, that goal? Support him. Be his peace of mind. Don't be having exes on your line. Don't make it look like you have something to hide from him. You catch more bees with honey rather than vinegar. So, ladies, that means rather than speaking down on him, rather than nagging him when you think he's done something wrong or in misorder, you're not on social media. You're not gossiping to your sister, to your friends, to your mama about this man. If he wanted to use your phone, you can hand him your phone, no issue. There's nothing for you to go ahead and go and delete. Okay? Be his peace, ladies. Speak to him sweetly. Again, be his inspiration. Give him words that give him strength, that remind him of his purpose. Because remember, ladies, a man's purpose is what drives him. And guess what? Since he has you, since he has that family, you all give him purpose. So you remind him of his purpose. That will cause him to be inspired. Respect your man. By respecting him, that will show him that you love him. Do not get misconstrued, ladies, of these horrible examples that we see in the media and movies and things, where women are saying that they love this man, but they're hurting him. They're disrespecting him. That is not a healthy love. A healthy love from a woman, from a wife, is respectful. Don't allow social media things to have you thinking that is the correct example of what true love looks like from a woman, from a wife. Men require respect, ladies. And in return, not only will he respect you as well, he will love you. He will provide for you. Ladies, and you being useful to your husband in those 4 ways, intimately, in your domestic duties and morally, in return, he brings you problem solving, protection, provision, his masculine energy, his masculine light, his foresight, his order, his love. That is what he gives you in return, ladies, and more. And that way, you can rest in your feminine. He's providing and you're providing. He's working hard and you're working hard. Ladies, how can you be useful to your husband? Abby says, I test single women that I've been around by asking them a simple question. who would they serve first once dinner is ready? LOL lets me know a lot. There are other things to look for, of course. I like that, Abby. Personally, if it's between my husband and my children, it's my husband. He's the provider. He is the reason that we have the food that we have on the table. He is the reason we have a table. He is the reason that we have a roof and clothes. He is the provider, and we give him the respect that he has earned as the king of the house, as the head of the house. That is a respect thing. And what does my husband do? He waits until everyone else is served. And then we all give thanks. And then we all eat together. Do not get it twisted, ladies. Just because you are serving your husband, your man first, does not mean you are less than. Does not mean you are subservient to him. It shows respect for the order that he brings to your life. It shows appreciation for the provision that he provides in your life. It shows honor to the man that you've chosen to bear children with, that you've chosen to bear last name. This is the appropriate order. Welcome, Brittany. Hello, Brittany. Everyone say hello to Brittany in the chat. Brittany Hayes says, I've recently started watching your channel to grow more in my feminine essence to be the best version of myself for my man. Thank you. Yes, 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 yes. I love it. I love it. You get another one. I am so happy for you. And thank you so much for joining me, honey. Bria says, in theory, I can see serving my husband first, but my husband and I serve the kids, so they don't ask for a million things once we get our food. That's so funny. Yes, absolutely. My children are still young. Well, I only have one kid, and I've got one, in utero. But yes, I love it. That's what works, because you know your children's personalities. But even in that, ladies, Bria is still showing her husband regard and respect. It doesn't have to be exactly like, X, Y, and Z. But as long as you're showing it, you have that energy, the respectful energy behind the things you do for him and around the home. He will see that. He will feel that.